Ending the tenancy, clause 24. As I said at the very beginning, we want you to stay for as long as possible, but understandably, sometimes all good things have to come to an end. So just to give you a sort of a brief overview, you'll have read the information yourself anyway, but in summary, if the landlord wishes to end the tenancy during the first 6 months of the tenancy, or if you're in breach of any of your tenancy conditions, then the landlord must give you 28 days notice and give a reason why they're looking to end that tenancy. Equally, if you've stayed in that property for over 6 months and there's no breach of the tenancy agreement, but the landlord wants to end that tenancy, then the landlord must give you 84 days notice. Now, when I talk about these days notice, there's also another 2 that you need to bolt onto that, because earlier on in the lease, it talks about the fact that whenever you send official information, you have to allow the recipient 48 hours to actually officially receive that information. So say, for example, it's the first of the month and the landlord's giving notice, 28 days notice. That 28 days doesn't actually start until the 3rd, because we have to rely on that 48 hours to receive that notice. Hopefully all that makes sense, but whenever we get to that situation, if you're ever in that situation, we can certainly provide more information at the time. Now, should you wish to leave the tenancy, you only ever have to give us a 28 days notice plus 2. And that's that 48 hours we just talked about. Naturally, you can give us much more than that, and to be honest, we would love it if you did, because 28 days is no time at all for us to get that property remarketed, show people around it, reference them, sign up a new tenant, and get you checked out, sort out all the deposit and get somebody else in. So we would really, really appreciate it if you can give us as much notice as possible. That would be really, really fantastic and really helpful. So I just want to put that out there now. What I would say as well is, if you're giving the notice and there's more than one tenant in the property, every single tenant must give us that notice. So you could send one email and CC your co-tenant, and then that co-tenant then can reply all and say, I agree. Your notice clock, the clock that starts ticking on your notice, doesn't start until every single tenant has given that notice, and every tenant needs to be in agreement. So just need to make that clear. You'll probably forget about it. We will reiterate that to you, but I'm just making it clear now as well.